I am the successful gentleman. And I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to wake you up. This is not a motivational video. It's an intervention. A direct confrontation with the mediocre version you've tolerated for far too long. The clock doesn't stop. Every passing second is a decision. A choice between moving forward or falling behind. Are you living or merely existing? Are you building your legacy or letting laziness silently destroy it? Today I won't talk to you about motivation. I'll talk to you about discipline, about massive action, about killing laziness before it kills your dreams. Because the world doesn't wait. And neither should you. Prepare yourselves. This message is not comfortable, but it's exactly what you need to hear. Welcome to transformation. The clock is ticking, and it doesn't stop for anyone. Not for you, not for me, not for the richest person in the world. And certainly not for the laziest one either. So here's a question that will shake you to your core. What are you doing with your time? All of us have been given this incredible gift called life. It's like a blank canvas waiting for us to paint our masterpiece. And what do? Some of us just stare at that canvas with the brush in hand, too lazy to make the first stroke. And let me tell you, that's one of the greatest tragedies. Imagine yourself on your deathbed, looking back at your life. Will you smile knowing you lived up to your full potential? Or will you be filled with regret, wishing you had a little more time to do all the things you were too lazy to do? But you're not on that deathbed yet. You're here, alive, breathing, with the power to make a change. And that change starts now. It starts by killing the laziness that's been holding you back. Your laziness is like a disease. It starts small, almost unnoticeable. Maybe you leave the dishes unwashed one night. Then you skip your workout because you're too tired. And before you know it, you're trapped in a cycle of procrastination and unrealized potential. But unlike a real disease, the cure for laziness is entirely in your hands. Success isn't about being the smartest person in the room. It's not about having more talent or the best opportunities. Success is about working harder than everyone else. It's about being willing to do what others won't. It's about killing that lazy voice in your head that says, "I'll do it tomorrow." Motivation is a myth. You don't need motivation. You need discipline. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like the wind. But discipline is what gets you out of bed at 5 a.m. when every fiber of your being is screaming to hit snooze. Action precedes motivation, not the other way around. You don't wait to feel motivated to start working. You start working and then motivation follows. Excuses. We all have them. I'm too tired. I don't have enough time. I'm not talented enough. The conditions aren't right. Excuses are the nails used to build a house of failure. Every time you make one, you're giving yourself permission to fail. You're telling yourself it's okay to be mediocre. And mediocrity is where dreams go to die. Make a pact with yourself, no more excuses. None. Zero. Nada. When you feel an excuse bubbling up in your mind, crush it. Replace it with the phrase, "I can do better," because you can. You absolutely can. Goals are the antidote to laziness. They give you direction, purpose, something to fight for. Your goals need to scare you a little. If they don't make you uncomfortable, they're not big enough. Comfort is the enemy of growth. When you're comfortable, you're not pushing yourself. You're not expanding your limits. You're just existing. And existing is not enough. You were born to thrive, to achieve, to leave your mark on this world. So set bold goals. Goals that make your palms sweat. That make you ask, "Can I really do that?" And then go after them with everything you've got. But don't just set the goal and forget it. Break it down into small, actionable steps. What can you do today, right now, to get closer to that goal? Remember, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Your job is to keep taking those steps, day after day, no matter how you feel. Failure. Oh, how we avoid it. We'd rather not try than risk failing. But failure is not your enemy. It's your teacher. It's the chisel that shapes you into the success you're destined to be. Think of a baby learning to walk. They fall over and over again. Do they say, "I guess walking's not for me"? Of course not. They keep trying, keep falling, keep getting up, until walking becomes natural. That's the attitude you need to adopt. Embrace failure. Learn from it. And most importantly, don't let it stop you. Because the only real failure is not trying. Now let's talk about something absolutely crucial: your environment. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So let me ask you, who are those 5 people for you? Are they ambitious people who inspire you to be better? Or are they lazy people who settle for mediocrity? If it's the latter, it's time for a change. I'm not saying you have to abandon all your friends, but you need to surround yourself with people who challenge you, who push you to grow. Join groups that think like you. Attend seminars. Surround yourself with success. And I promise it will start to influence you. And since we're talking about environment, look at your physical space. Is your workspace cluttered and chaotic? Clean it. Is your home full of distractions? Minimize them. Your environment has a huge impact on your internal state. Create a space that fosters productivity and focus. Now let's tackle a common excuse: I don't have enough time. We all have the same 24 hours. The difference is in how we use them. Successful people don't have more time. They just manage it better. Over the next week, track how you use every hour of your day. Every hour. You'll be shocked at how much time you're wasting on things that don't matter. Watching TV. Scrolling through social media. Hitting the snooze button. All of them are time thieves. Do an audit. Eliminate them. Replace them with productive activities. Read a book. Learn a skill. Work out. Remember, time is your most valuable resource. You can earn more money, but never more time. And something that's often overlooked: your health. Your body is the vehicle that carries you through life. If you don't maintain it, it breaks down. And when it breaks down, all your plans fall apart. Take care of yourself. Eat well. Exercise. Get enough sleep. These aren't options. They're requirements. When you're in good health, you have more energy, more focus, more drive. You're better equipped to face laziness and overcome obstacles. So how do you build discipline? Start small. Maybe commit to making your bed every morning or doing 5 push-ups a day. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you do it consistently. Over time, as your discipline muscle strengthens, you'll be able to take on bigger challenges. Now I want to address something that might be holding you back: perfectionism. Perfectionism often disguises itself as a virtue. But let me tell you, it's just another form of laziness. It's an excuse not to start, not to finish, not to show your work. Remember this: done is better than perfect. Perfect is the enemy of good. Stop waiting for ideal conditions. Stop trying to make everything flawless. Start. Improve as you go. Because a flawed beginning is infinitely better than a perfect plan that never sees the light of day. Another powerful tool against laziness is the power of habits. Our lives are the sum of our habits. The small things we do consistently define who we are and what we achieve. If you want to kill laziness, cultivate productive habits. Start your day early. Read regularly. Exercise consistently. These habits over time will transform your life. But here's the key: you need to stick with them long enough for them to become automatic. They say it takes 21 days to form a habit. I say, don't focus on the number. Just commit to doing it every day, no matter what, until it becomes as natural as brushing your teeth. Because once these habits are rooted, they'll carry you forward even on days when your motivation is low. Now let's talk about something increasingly relevant: the distraction of technology. Technology is a wonderful tool, but it's also one of the biggest thieves of time and focus if not managed properly. How many times have you picked up your phone to do something quick and ended up scrolling aimlessly for an hour? How often do you let notifications interrupt your workflow? These small distractions add up. And before you know it, they've devoured a significant portion of your productive time. So here's what I want you to do. Set boundaries with your technology. Maybe it's turning off notifications during work hours, or having a no-phone rule during meals. Whatever it is, take control of your technology instead of letting it control you. Something crucial on your path to killing laziness is accountability. It's easy to break promises to yourself, but it's much harder to disappoint others. So find an accountability partner. Someone who shares your drive, your ambition. Share your goals with them. Review them regularly. Hold each other accountable. Accountability can be a powerful motivator. When you know someone is expecting you to follow through, you're far more likely to do it. Add an extra layer of commitment to your goals. And take another look at your environment. Do the people around you push you to be better, or are they enabling your laziness? Do they celebrate your wins, or try to drag you down to their level? Sometimes to move forward, you need to leave some people behind. It doesn't mean you have to cut them out of your life completely, but you may need to limit your time with those who don't support your growth. Seek out people who inspire you, who challenge you, who make you want to be better. And don't forget the power of saying no. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. If you're saying yes to things that aren't aligned with your goals, you're saying no to your dreams. So learn to say no. No to activities that waste your time. No to projects that don't serve your purpose. No to people who drain your energy. It might feel uncomfortable at first. But remember, every no to something insignificant is a yes to something important. So how do you develop this level of focus? Start by identifying your most important task for each day. That one task that, if completed, will significantly move you closer to your goals. Tackle it first thing in the morning, when your energy and willpower are at their peak. Practice the art of single tasking. Despite what some claim, multitasking is a myth. Your brain can't focus on multiple things at once. It just switches rapidly between tasks, which is incredibly inefficient. So give your full attention to one task at a time. You'll be amazed at how much more you can accomplish. And finally, learn to say no. Remember, every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to everything else you could be doing with that time. Be selective. Say yes only to what aligns with your goals and values. Now let's talk about rest and recovery. In our grind culture, we glorify the idea of working 24/7, of never stopping. But let me tell you something. That's a recipe for burnout, not success. If you went to the gym and trained 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, would you get stronger? Of course not. You'd break down. Your muscles need time to recover and grow. And your mind is no different. Proper rest and recovery aren't signs of weakness. They're essential components of peak performance. They allow you to recharge your batteries, consolidate what you've learned, and come back stronger. So build rest into your routine. Get enough sleep. Take regular breaks. And don't feel guilty about taking a day off now and then. Remember, it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. The only constant in life is change. The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. If you want to stay ahead, you need to be adaptable. Willing to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Open to new ideas, new technologies, new ways of doing things. The most successful companies in the world didn't get where they are by clinging to the old. They got there by constantly innovating, breaking their own molds before someone else did. And the same applies to your personal success. Don't get comfortable with your current knowledge or skills. Always be learning. Always be growing. Because in a rapidly changing world, if you're not growing, you're dying. Now let's talk about the role of failure in success. We're obsessed with success stories. We love hearing about overnight triumphs. But those stories are myths. Behind every success is a long list of failures, setbacks, and obstacles overcome. Success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about learning to fail forward. Every time you fail, you're eliminating one way that doesn't work. You're gaining experience and knowledge that will inform your future attempts. So don't fear failure. Embrace it. Learn from it. Use it as fuel to propel yourself forward. Because the only real failure is not trying. If you want to achieve extraordinary success, you need to understand the power of your network. Your network is your net worth. No one succeeds in isolation. Behind every successful person are mentors, colleagues, and supporters who were key to their journey. Seek out mentors. Learn from their experiences. Surround yourself with peers who share your ambition. And never underestimate the power of giving. The strongest networks are built on mutual benefit. The more value you give, the more value you'll receive. And now, as we close this talk, I want to leave you with one final thought. True success isn't just about reaching your goals. It's about who you become in the process. The greatest reward isn't material things. It's not praise or recognition. The greatest reward is the person you become. Someone disciplined, focused, resilient. Someone who doesn't make excuses. Who takes massive action. Who persists through obstacles. So remember this. Every day, with every choice you make, you're shaping your character. You're either feeding your laziness or killing it. You're either getting closer to your goals or drifting away from them. The choice is yours. And I hope you choose to kill that laziness, do the work, and become the best version of yourself. Because you have incredible potential within you. And the world is waiting for you to unleash it. If you've made it this far, you're not like the rest. You're part of that small group that doesn't just listen, they act. That doesn't just dream, they build. Today you killed a part of your laziness. Today you took a step toward your best self. And that already puts you above average. But this doesn't end here. Transformation is not an event. It's a lifestyle. So keep going. Keep building discipline. Keep taking massive action. Keep surrounding yourself with greatness. Because the world doesn't need more excuses. It needs more examples. And you're destined to be one of them. Thank you for staying until the end. Thank you for choosing to grow. Thank you for proving that the successful gentleman doesn't speak to just anyone. He speaks to those who are ready. If this message moved you, challenged you, or inspired you, subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell. And join this community of men determined to leave a mark. Because this is just the beginning.